Hey guys, Pyker here, and welcome back to the Conelanders Assetto Corsa Racing League. We are on week 4 at the Nurburgring Sprint in Heat 2. We aren't doing too great on this track. I thought I would be pretty fast, but it turns out that almost everybody else is really fast. So we qualified 6th, just behind Ollie Parsley, and just in front of Holy Moose. And this is definitely a pretty common track, I feel like. I feel like it's in a lot of racing games, and more than likely it's in a lot of racing games, but I feel like a lot of people kind of know this track. So there was quite a few people that could definitely keep pace. So basically we're just going to have a clean race, not get tied up into anybody, and finish strong.
Here we go. Good luck, everyone.
Well, we're mid-pack.
Let's not crash in first
In
corner.
a bad first corner.
We'll try.
We'll always try.
Got a good start. I'm gonna hug the inside so I don't get murdered. Take it easy in the first turn. That went well.
Sorry, numbers.
This is a very tight track to be racing with this many people. Hopefully we can get past Mr. Bob so we can catch up to Maestro. Whoa. Almost ass-ended Mr. Bob there. Take him on the inside. Nope, he's got a better run. But I think I'll have a better run out of this turn. And I'll have the draft as well.
Slow car on the left.
Sorry, Mac.
Stay. Who was that?
I didn't want to hit Mr. Bob. I'm trying to have a clean race here. And we're out of draft, and Ollie's right behind us. And he is definitely within the draft range, which is not good. I hope he doesn't ass-end us in this turn. Guarding the inside line, it's a good tactic. Man, Mr. Bob is making his car extremely wide. We're gonna have to figure out where we can pass him. This track isn't very good for passing. On the gas earlier.
That was brave, smart bloke.
Getting that draft.
No contact, though.
Maybe pass him on the front straight if we could stay within striking distance.
Yeah, no contact.
I didn't push you up wide for that, okay?
Had a little mistake. Then Ollie had a mistake behind him. We avoided that somehow. Now we got Moose.
First, your ping
behind
scared
us.
me. Sorry
We're in
about that.
fourth, so that's pretty good. Maybe we can catch up to Maestro.
Don't worry about
but
it. You
I
were
don't know.
suddenly going outside toward me, so I checked up, and then you were inside. And I was like, oh, damn it.
That was a bad gear change. But it looks like Moose kind of messed up in that turn as well. So we're looking okay. As long as we can get a little bit of a gap between us and Moose, we might be able to catch Maestro. We're gonna damn well try anyways. We need to get up in a good points position. And I am nerve-wracked on this race because it is definitely not my best track. And everybody was really fast in qualifying. So it was really hard to get, you know, a good grid position for this heat race, unfortunately. And my pit config window is gone, and I hope it comes back and works while I'm in the pits for the main feature. That would be a plus. Moose is definitely sneaking up on us. He's a little bit outside of the draft range, so we should be in good shape as long as we can keep that gap, maybe extend it. That would be a plus. As long as we don't slide in that chicane, we should be able to make up quite a bit of time.
Carson, your lights are on.
Get a better run out of this turn than Moose. Hopefully. Well, he's still just outside of draft, but he definitely got a 1/10 of a second on this there, which is not a good thing. Main features 20 laps. I think I'm the only person that shifts into 4th on that little section right there. Pushed wide, that's unfortunate. But that was a good exit for that turn. Now the gap behind us is a second, but I think he catches us on this turn because I don't take this turn very well. I'm just not very good at that downhill turn, unfortunately. But I do get pretty good runs out of that when I get it right. Yeah, we extended that gap to 1.1 seconds. I think he catches us in the chicane, though, pretty well, unfortunately. So we kind of have to make it clean. I haven't figured out my turn-in point for this chicane yet. That one was pretty good. And I think I brake a little too early for this turn. But I did notice if you touch that outside berm, you end up losing time. Track grip's 100%, so I mean, you couldn't ask for better driving conditions. Don't want to slide on that turn. I definitely was late on the brakes for that first turn, but I think Moose broke a little too late or a little too early, so I think that might have extended our gap a little bit. And we're definitely catching up to Maestro slightly. Not my favorite turn because you could just lose the ass end off of this turn so quick. Okay, we extended our lead to 2 seconds now. Let's see if we can keep extending that lead. I coast a lot through that section instead of using the brakes. If we get a better finish than Jim, that's good. And if we get a better finish than Mr. Tommy's, we're good for the championship. So that's pretty much all I'm worried about. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to make the next week's race. It is my mother's birthday, and me and my brother are going and taking her out to dinner and stuff. And that's on Sunday, so adult priorities, I guess. Okay, we're halfway through this race. I really hope my pit config pops back up at some point, or at least still works in the main feature. That would be a plus. Brake a little earlier for this turn. Get a cleaner exit. It's pretty good. Let off so we can rotate the car a little bit. Right back on. Into fourth. Back down to third. I swear I'm the only one that shifts into fourth on that turn, but I feel like it gives me a little extra. Granted, I'm shifting and I don't need to, but I think it gives me a little extra time, but I could be wrong. I take this turn super easy. I just can't get that turn right. That downhill and that bump kind of like throws you for a whirl. And touching berms on this track is not a good thing. It'll throw you offline real quick. And being afraid of the berms is not a good thing as well. Maestro definitely pulled far, far away from us. Servetus is pretty far in front of him, and Sharky's pretty far in front of Servetus. It's about a 3 to 8 second gap between top 4. I'm definitely taking that turn too easy. I really need to really dive it in there. Dropped a second in that lap. That's not good. That's the turn in I wanted. Nice and tight. Touch the berm a little bit on the inside. Get you out of that turn a little bit faster. Take a wide line through here. See if that gives us a little extra time. Seemed to. Felt like it did anyways. I saw people taking wide lines through this guy too, but if you go too wide, you get off the driving line and lose all your grip, which is not something you want to do. Oh, you gotta watch that. That top up above that curb is really slippery. That's alright. Touching that green berm doesn't ever seem to hinder me before, so. Oh, and by the way, about my dirt run in Germany, I did really well. I ended up placing second behind Maestro, but I updated my recording software, and it recorded 0 audio. No game audio, no commentary. If it didn't have commentary, I would have still posted it, but it literally had no audio to it whatsoever.
ABS thing again? Not really.
I think my traction control's off. Yeah. I was gonna say, pretty sure it keeps your settings whenever it loads from qualifying. That was pretty good. A little wide there, but I don't think Moose is gonna catch us. We might forfeit a few seconds, but I don't think he'll push hard enough to try to catch us. We only got 2 laps left. So unless we make a huge mistake, which I have been known to do, we should be securing 4th position, which is not bad. I'll take it. I would have rather been on the podium, but hey, if I can avoid gaining weight, I'm going to. That was a good out. But yeah, we're definitely pretty comfortable right now. We've got a 3.2 second lead ahead of Moose, and Maestro is way outside of striking distance for the last 2 laps. So I'm just gonna drive conservatively now and not make any mistakes. And this chicane has bitten me more than once during practice. So I'm trying to take it especially easy in there right now to secure our position in 4th.
I'm getting no grip out of my car.
Don't you like that?
That was a little too tight of a turn.
Need the grip.
Yeah, we're gonna end up taking tires from the
Hey,
main
you're looking
feature.
forward to the feature race, then?
Wait, who was that directed at?
You.
I'm not being the feature race.
Well, there are 2 of them. Sorry, I meant the other races.
We're outside of weight gaining position, which is good. We got one more lap. We definitely have another lap of fuel on board still. I adjusted my fuel a little bit to account for just the heat race, so we'd be at least a little bit lighter, not by much, but a little bit. But we'll definitely be taking tires in the main feature. My tires just get worn too quick, and you can, on this track especially, you can definitely feel the back end wanting to come out on you a lot easier. And the little uphills and downhills on this track can throw the ass end of your car out real quick. And this car is very difficult to save once it starts doing its wiggle. At least I don't have an easy time trying to save this car. I mean, if you slow down a lot, you could save it, or if you catch it right before it starts to go. But if you let it go too far, there's no bringing it back. At least with my experience, anyways. I don't know how everybody else feels about that. We're gonna do a little bit of coasting. Take it easy on the gas. We are a little bit low on fuel, but we should have plenty to finish this lap. We'll do a little bit more coasting than we normally would. Short shift a little bit as well. Just want to make sure we get to the finish. We should be fine, but that's pretty low fuel right there. We're below the last hash mark. And like the guesstimation from the game was like 10.2 laps, so I should just be able to get it across the line before fuel would have been an issue. But it's damn close. So I think we're gonna pit in the main feature at lap 10, maybe lap 11 if I'm feeling frisky, but I doubt I'll feel frisky.
Yep, good race.
All right, 4th position. That's pretty good. Whew. Good race, everybody.
Good race.
Good race. What
Just-
happened to Mr. Bob?
I lost it in the chicane. At least that's what happened in front of me.
Yeah, I saw him spin some suddenly, and maybe there was a contact. Or...
No, I was like 20 meters behind him. Alright guys, that's it for heat number 2. We finished 4th, which is not a terrible finish. We gained 2 positions from our qualifying grid position. Kind of was uneventful after lap 2 when Mr. Bob lost it in the chicane, which I've literally done the exact same thing like 15 times during practice for this track. But he didn't lose too many positions. He ended up finishing 7th, which is pretty good. Magnet just above him and Moose behind us, and obviously Maestro in front of us. So pretty much it was very uneventful after that. But I think he would have done really well if he didn't have that small mistake and ended up, sliding off the track. and he definitely had the pace on me on this track. So if he would have been able to hold that, I think we would have had quite a battle during this race. But unfortunately, we kind of got away from Moose, and Maestro got away from us, so it was kind of a lonely drive for the majority of the time. But we had the third fastest lap, which is good. Makes me feel better, at least a little bit, about the finish that we had. And yeah, all we got left is the main feature, and hopefully we can have a nice clean race for that. So I will see you guys in the main feature.